Here are 3 profitable businesses that could replace your job.
I'm not paying you to do whatever it is you're doing out here.
Fine, so don't pay me.
Excuse me?
I quit, so you don't have to pay me. Now leave me alone.
Now, I have a really important message at the end of this video, so stay tuned. And as well as that, I'm going to be giving away another $100 to someone at random, so listen out for that. I have picked these 3 businesses based on my own personal experience. But before I tell you these 3 businesses, let me just quickly bust a myth. Running your own business does not automatically mean a lavish lifestyle full of cool cars, travel, and expensive things. No. More realistically, it's a life full of risk, uncertainty, stress, and a lot of the time, loneliness. So why the hell does anyone even bother attempting to do it? Well, we're going to discuss that near the end of the video, but for now, let me tell you those 3 different business ideas. I just want to say a quick thank you to Taylor Brands for sponsoring this video. That is another reason why I have decided to give away $100 in this video. Anyway, let's get into it with the first idea. Number 1. Amazon FBA. Amazon FBA is where you can buy items in bulk from a wholesaler, have it shipped to Amazon's warehouses, then have it show up on Amazon's website where people will actually find it, buy it. Amazon will then ship that product from their warehouse to your customer, and you can kind of just like sit back and not have to worry about all that complicated stuff. Now, out of these 3 ideas, this is probably the most complicated and difficult to set up, but it's also probably the easiest to make a serious amount of money with.
This is what you've been working for.
Not that any of these ideas are particularly easy. This video isn't a tutorial video, it's more just telling you about the different businesses. So rather than go into it step by step, I'm just going to give you a quick diluted version of a tutorial on how you would create an Amazon FBA business. The first thing we need to do is actually find a product to sell. So we can do this by going to Amazon's best sellers, seeing what's selling best. We land in the sports and outdoors category. We then write down a full list of products to look into a bit more. Random things that aren't branded, like this weighted hula ring or microfiber towel or a pump. These types of products are absolutely perfect for Amazon FBA. We then research a little bit further into each product to have a look at their reviews, to have a look at their images, to have a look at their descriptions, their title, and their bullets to see exactly what they're doing right and what they're doing wrong. Once landing on that product that looks like there's some room for you in the market, we then need to go and find a supplier to actually source that product. Well, for example, we'll use Alibaba to search for that product and then pick one of the thousands of suppliers. After finding a supplier and making a small order, we'll send them to Amazon. We'll start Amazon ads, which you can do straight away, unlike merch by Amazon. Once we have those Amazon ads, we'll start getting a few reviews in, and slowly but surely, we'll work our way up in the Amazon algorithm. And that's it. Now, of course, Amazon is far more complicated than this, and this video, like I said, wasn't meant to be that. I have plenty of full-on Amazon FBA tutorials on my channel, but if it is something you want to see more, let me know in the comments down below. Now, before we get on to the next 2 ideas, let me quickly tell you about today's sponsor, Taylor Brands, because they are absolutely perfect when it comes to you creating a business. Taylor Brands is an AI all-in-one solution helping you kickstart your business. They have perfect tools for everything you need to create a brand, which obviously will come in super handy with all 3 of these business ideas. Now, instead of just telling you about it, we're going to head over to the computer and I'm going to actually show you in 60 seconds how you can do everything. If we head over to the website, we can put in our business name into this area. From here, it'll create us a logo, business cards, websites, basically the whole package that all matches and looks really seamless. So let's try it out. Shimmy Morris, get started. I don't need a tagline. And let's pick a product, original content, YouTube channel. I talk about business and print on demand. Click next, pick a logo type, name-based or icon-based. Let's go for name-based. What fonts do we like? I like that font, I like that font, and I like that font. Let's go next. And now it's doing it all. It's creating everything that we could possibly need. I mean, look how unbelievably crazy this is. Firstly, I can scroll and pick any of these different ideas, and look how everything changes, right? So if I go for this one, you can see how they keep the theme going with logo, website, business cards, merch. There's just so much. Branded website, business cards. It's crazy. Everything here is amazing, and how it all matches, I find that fascinating. Now, as well as all of that, they can actually help you establish your business as an LLC, and all of this can save an immense amount of time, which will allow you to focus on setting up your business and getting sales. And you can do all of this for as little as $8.99. Plus, if you use the code SHIMMY40 at checkout, you can get 40% off the Taylor Brands plans. Click the link below to create your brand. Now, let's discuss idea number 2, and don't forget, we are going to be giving away $100 in this video as well. So idea number 2 is eBay. Selling on eBay is a great way to start building a second income while still keeping your job. Now, I know in this video we said replace your job, but this is the point. Once eBay gets big enough, you would eventually be able to replace your job solely with the income that you're getting from eBay. It doesn't take up much time, it's not overly complicated, and you can pretty much sell whatever you want. You could sell iPhones, cars, laptops, cases, literally anything you could possibly think of. It's totally random, I know. But getting to the top of the search terms on eBay is actually a lot quicker and a lot easier than it is on Amazon or pretty much any other platform. Most new listings will have their time on the top, and as well as that, there are a few little things you could do to increase your chances of staying at the top. For example, by offering free shipping, you actually increase your chances of staying at the top. As well as that, you could also have the most competitive prices, and doing that will also help you stay at the top of the listings. And now you could even do eBay ads to kickstart your business even more. When it comes to actually picking a product and selling on eBay, there are so many different approaches you could go for. You could technically link it with Oberlo and do drop shipping. You could link it with Printful and do print on demand, or you could go to Facebook Marketplace, buy stuff, or maybe even get stuff for free and then sell it on. Or you could literally start at home, walk around the house, see what you don't want anymore, see what you don't really care about, and then sell it. There are so many different approaches to eBay. In my opinion, eBay is the easiest of the 3 ideas here. You have to be over 18 to actually do this, but if you're not over 18, I would recommend just talking to a parent and seeing if you could do it with them, or maybe a sibling or a friend or whatever. But if you can get on eBay and start selling on eBay, it's just a great way to add some extra money into your bank account. And then the third and final idea, YouTube. Now hear me out. I don't mean you have to create videos like this where you're actually talking with your face and a camera. You can create so many different types of videos that all work really well on YouTube. And by the way, I'm not recommending you quit your job today and go and start a YouTube channel. I recommend doing YouTube as a side thing and then eventually letting it overtake your job and then leaving your job. Now, the reason I've put YouTube in here is because YouTube is, to me, one of the most exciting and best things I currently do. I absolutely love YouTube, and I know I've never quit a job to go and do YouTube, but I've also never thankfully had to go and find a job because of what I'm able to do with YouTube. So I couldn't leave YouTube out of my top 3 ideas. Firstly, I would suggest starting with picking a topic that you really love. You can talk about, or you can video about, or whatever it is. And the reason for that is YouTube, out of these 3 businesses, is probably one of the slowest, and it involves you having to really commit yourself to continuously upload, either, once a month, twice a month, once a week, whatever you want to do, just as long as you do it consistently. And that's why I say pick something you really love, because if you pick something for the sake of it's popular at this point in time, then chances are, after 3 months, after 4 months, maybe you'll just give up because you don't actually have an interest in that topic. But if you pick something you're super interested in, albeit like whiskeys or guitars or cars or whatever it is, you'll find it a lot easier to talk about it, and you won't care so much about getting paid and getting lots of views because you'll just enjoy the process of creating those videos. And yes, there are millions of channels and it's very saturated, but guess what? There's only one of you, and you are unique. However cheesy and however corny that sounds, you are unique. and you should use that to your advantage when it comes to YouTube. And again, I want to emphasize, you don't have to do this kind of interaction. You could do screen flows, you could do voiceovers, you could do whiteboard videos, you could do full-on B-roll videos. There's so many different types of videos that you could do that doesn't involve you having to show your face at all if you don't want to. You also don't need a crazy budget. Out of the 3 ideas, this is the cheapest, if not free, because the only thing you really need is a way to record videos. Now, most people have a phone, so if you have a phone already, you're already there. If you don't have a phone, then it'll be a bit more difficult. But if you want to kind of take it up to the next level, you can get a good microphone and maybe a laptop to actually edit your videos on and do screen recordings or whatever you end up wanting to do. But you don't need fancy cameras and fancy this and fancy that. You just have to get going. The only thing that is really important with YouTube is that you stay consistent and you try and be somewhat unique. Now, I know that's going to be hard when there's so many people on the platform, but use your personality to your advantage. Maybe you can be unique in that area, or maybe your editing can be somewhat unique or somewhat different somehow. And like I said earlier, the reason I put YouTube here is because even though people wouldn't quit their job in a million years to start YouTube, I had to put it here because it's one of my top 3 things and I do it every single day and absolutely love it. And those are the 3 ideas. Now, I have to stress one thing, one really important message. Working on your own business is really hard. It's really stressful. It can be really lonely at times. And don't just look at Instagram and look at all the other YouTubers and think, wow, I'm going to start my own business and it's going to be party and cars and travel and money. It's really, really tough. However, huge benefits include, being able to make your own schedule, not having to deal with a boss, no forced deadlines. And I know you might be working longer hours working for yourself, but the point is, because you're building something for yourself, those long hours will just go on by and you won't even notice them flying by because you'll feel so connected to the work you're doing. Now, to win that $100, because this video is sponsored, I thought I'd give away $100 because why not? All you have to do to enter is let me know down in the comments below one business you've always wanted to do but never done it for whatever reason, and I'm going to pick someone at random and post it in the community tab of my YouTube channel in the next couple of days. And again, if you want to sign up for Taylor Brands, which I highly recommend because it's super affordable and it's just an awesome platform, then click the link down below. It will be in the description.